Hello everybody, and welcome to Restaurant Recipe Recreations. I'd like to first start by saying thank you to everybody that has visited my channel. My hope for you is that you're having as much fun with it as I am. The reason that I wanted to create this trailer for you was ultimately so that you and I can get a little bit more acquainted with one another, get to know each other a little bit better, to share with you why I created this channel, and then ultimately what my hopes are for you in watching and engaging with this channel. Restaurant Recipe Recreations is a channel dedicated in teaching you how to create your favorite signature dishes from the most popular restaurants. Everybody loves to go out to eat, and everybody has their favorite restaurant places. So in this channel, I've decided to cover an entire range of restaurants. Everything from Panera to Chili's to the Olive Garden to Benihana's Japanese Steakhouse and everything in between. So why was I inspired to bring a channel like this to the viewer? Well, there's several reasons actually. My entire career has been created in the restaurant and hospitality industry. I have worked for major corporate chain restaurants. I've worked for small independent restaurants. I have done a lot of consulting work, and I also owned my own catering company for about 10 years. So restaurants and the hospitality industry have been a major role and influence in my life, obviously, but it's also been a passion and a love of mine. The restaurant industry is fun, it's exciting, it can be frustrating, it can be lucrative, it's just a lot of different things rolled into one, but it has always been very good to me, and it is largely responsible for a lot of my personality, which, depending on who you ask, might not necessarily be a good thing. But, you know, so what? Who cares? I would like to say, however, that even though I have built my entire career in this industry, I am not a professional chef. I'm just somebody that knows how to cook really well, and I happen to be married to a chef. We've been married for 21 years, and my husband is in fact a James Beard nominated chef. So I derive a lot of inspiration from him, obviously a lot of support, a lot of advice, a lot of help, and so he's been a very big part of this process for me as well. The timing of this channel for me, and hopefully for you, is perfect as well. I'm at a place in my life where my children are mostly grown. In fact, my oldest will be going off to college next year. So I took an inventory of all the things that I love, and certainly I love to cook, I love to entertain, I love to laugh, I love to make fun of myself, and hopefully I like to inspire one or two people along the way. So this seemed to be a perfectly natural fit. I think that the timing for the viewer is perfect as well, because this channel is being launched during the COVID-19 pandemic, and people's relationship with dining out at restaurants has changed dramatically. Everybody has kind of their own reason why it's changed so much, but this is really a perfect time to bring the restaurant experience and the dishes that you love and miss and remember into your own home very easily. Whether you're in an area that's still under a lockdown, or your financial situation has changed and dining out has become sort of a luxury or something that you've decided that you're going to cut back on, or maybe you are just cautious about being around other people, or maybe you live in a market where a restaurant that you love is not easily accessible. Perhaps you went on a vacation and you discovered this amazing restaurant that has 300 locations in the US, but not one of those single locations is within a 60-mile radius of you. That's the case for some as well. So this channel is a way to very easily bring the restaurant experience and those popular restaurant dishes from great national restaurants to your dinner table in a fast, fun, economical way. I would like to say that in no way am I affiliated with any specific restaurant, and the recipes that I present to you are likely not the exact recipe that the restaurant owns, but they are, however, the closest version to a copycat, if you will, that I can find. I research the heck out of every recipe that I present to you. Also, I have, as I mentioned before, the guidance and the help from my executive chef husband, and we try them and we make them as close to the original version as possible. That is why I titled all of my episodes as DIY, Do It Yourself. It's the do it yourself version of the original recipe that you can recreate at home. Restaurant Recipe Recreations. I wonder how I came up with that title. So thank you for taking your time and spending it with me. I know that your time is valuable. I know that you have a lot of options out there. There's a lot of ways that you can be spending your time and a lot of different channels that you can watch. And so if you've made it this far with me, well, bless your heart, as they say in the South. But if you've made it this far with me, then thank you. And even if you can only stand a minute, well, whatever, I guess I'm not for everybody. I might not be everybody's cup of tea. Anyways. But hopefully I am your cup of tea. So if you would like me to feature any recipes or any restaurants, please write it in the comments section. I would love to hear your comments and your feedback. Then just let me know. I'll do my research and I will get back to you in an upcoming episode. But until that time, everybody, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for letting me have so much fun with this. I hope you have fun with it. I hope you learned something. I hope we can laugh a little bit together. I know that I like to laugh at myself, so maybe you just are laughing at me, and that's fine too. I'm no stranger to that. So until I see you again, everybody, cheers, make it an awesome day, and ciao.